birds fly. Let the birds fly, saw birds I did a damn thing, I made a stir fry. All that chicken shit, I made it to a stir fry. When you hurt the one you love, that shit the worst kind. You was terrified, know that you were terrified. Fuck a tail number, we been getting very high. You a real one to me, you fucking verified. Got a tail number.
See how this thing works?
I done seen a lot of women, you must
start it off with some music.
I saw people getting money, had to give me some. I saw people talking funny, they ain't saying much. You don't get to where I've been if you can't take a punch. Everybody that's around me always taking some. No apology, nobody ever gave me one. It's a problem cause you fucked around and made it one. My dad was a real man, he fucking made me one.
Alright. Just trying out this live thing. Never gone live before. Actually, that's a lie. I have gone live before. Did it ages back when I used to watch the football scores. But yeah, first proper live video that I've done. Got a lot of ideas that I'm wanting to put forth, and going live is one of those that I need to try and get better at and put forth. I'll post this video on the page as well afterwards, so I know everyone won't click on it and stuff like that. Yeah, thanks, Holly. Nice hoodie. That is your hoodie. Little Kanye West thing. But yeah, look, I just wanted to come on here rather than just filming a video and just try this out. Try and make this thing a bit interactive. Got a few things I want to share with everybody with regards to the content and everything like that. You know, anyone that watches the video or is probably watching me right now is probably only people that know me personally. So you'll all know obviously everything that's kind of happened for me and the family over the course of the kind of last 12 days. Obviously my dad passed from cancer. So yeah, just kind of trying to go through the motions of trying to deal with that and work out like how you maneuver through that and how you maneuver through life. And I'll finish off with explain how that kind of filters into what I'm wanting to do moving forwards with the content and what I'll say at the end here. But thanks, Richie, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Hope everything's going well for you out in Cali, man. So yeah, first of all, just been one thing I've been kind of going back and forth with myself, probably over the course of the last few months, but especially recently, is just like how best to use time. And obviously when something's happened like my dad passing, it kind of like hits you a little bit more that like time is obviously not forever. I know we kind of all know that, and it's like an obvious thing to say, but yeah, it's generally not. So just been trying to think of how best to use my time and balance it all kind of properly. And one of the things that's not been helping me use my time wisely is kind of like drinking and alcohol and that. And it's an interesting topic because I think so many people, especially guys, that are probably, you know, in their 20s, and I think more so coming into my age and into your early 30s, trying to that kind of moving away from just your socializing, just being drinking all the time and being out with friends, and that kind of like persona and character that you have of that's all you do for fun. Like I always used to say, like, what else am I going to do if I'm not going out at the weekends? But like the hangovers and that are just getting so much worse, and it's kind of just like making me feel like it's a bit of a waste of time. And I bet you a lot of people kind of feel that way, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that does. And you kind of battle with it and deal with it on how you want to try and change it. And you know, alcohol's fun, drinking is fun, but yeah, you've got to do it wisely and use it sensibly and use it as a tool. But to kind of come on to the main point of everything I want to say on here is just really about what I want to do moving forwards with the content. So I posted a video in January, I think it was like just before New Year's, about what I'm planning on doing, you know, moving forwards with it all. And I decided to split the content into two different things. So I had the Canon Conversations, which is everything kind of podcast wise, sitting down doing podcasts. And then I kind of split it off with the football stuff, and I created the On the Spot. So that's kind of gone really well, and the kind of whole split of the two is really worked, certainly on Instagram. And I'm, you know, a lot of people have said that to me. It's good to split it, and I like that. And I did mention in that video moving forwards that I'm gonna do a subscription service, and that's my plan. Because one thing about taking the leap to move from that 9 to 5 and kind of go working kind of a little bit of part-time work here and there, and trying to get money doing things that I like and enjoy. Obviously money is very tight for everybody at the moment, and no one's really got a lot to do anything with. And I was kind of lying in bed the other night just like thinking about it, and the pressures of what money is, and obviously we all need it to live and to carry on and to do everything day-to-day life, and it's a lot of pressure when you're trying to do something that is a passion project or art or whatever it is that doesn't pay you up front, right? When you're doing it takes a long time to build something, and hopefully a bit of luck to break through and get a bit of money. And I've been doing this for 5 years now, and this kind of subscription idea has just really been kind of at me and in my head, and my gut's kind of telling me that I should go forth with it. So I will be dropping a subscription plan in the summertime, towards the end of summer, really just before the football season kicks off, probably a week to 2 weeks out, maybe 10 days out. Kind of close to coming up with the name for it, and kind of the concept of what it will be. It will be mainly the football content. That's kind of the main thing that's I'm able to get content out with, because the football's so consistent and you're able to post all the time, and there's games at the weekend and there's thoughts and opinions, and certainly on TikTok it's been really, really interactive. So the main thing of the whole subscription service will be football, but it's not just going to be that. I've kind of always wanted to build this thing off myself being the brand, not to be egotistical or like want fame or anything, but the whole point of that was because I don't like relying on other people, and if I can just pick up a phone or rent out a studio or do something, and I can just do it all on me, and I can keep that content going out there, then that's what I kind of want. So it won't just be fully football stuff. It will tie into the podcast, just with interviews and stuff like that. I don't know how that's going to tie in, but it will, and we'll go from there. And the plan is to kind of do that classic, try and build a business off of it, and build merch and things like that, and maybe even do some way further down the line some kind of like live podcast things, whether it be football based or interviews with people that are maybe in Edinburgh or Glasgow and things like that. Because at the end of the day, this has been great, and I've loved doing it for the last 5 years. But it's time to start making some money off of it. And it's not the end all and be all. But as I said earlier in the video, it's you can't live life just being artsy fartsy, like, unless you want to go be a monk or something. So subscription service will be coming. There'll be more details as I go on through the summer. I'll probably hop on here and do some more lives. I'll try out TikTok live as well. I'll kind of bounce around and everything like that. But subscription service is coming. I'm excited for it. I'm really, really excited for it. I've got a lot of good ideas. And the reason I want to do it that way is that, trying to make money off of things like YouTube and Instagram and your social medias now is just, it's so hard, right? It's so hard. It's not the early days when people started doing it. So you've got to get creative and try and think of other ways of doing that. And I think the subscription service, what I want it to be is, you get exclusive content. You'll get some podcasts that are exclusively on there, some interviews that are on there, maybe breakdowns of games, things like that. Just a bunch of ideas, and I'm going to start it off slow. It'll just be a case of maybe you get one extra, video a week if you subscribe to it, plus you get the videos early, a day early, 10 hours early, whatever it may be, just to kind of ease into it. And then as we go, I'll start to add more things onto the kind of plan and idea. But I don't want to go too far and go too much into the whole subscription service idea too early. I want to start it slow, and just have people that want to that think I have a good outlook on things like football and even enjoy the podcast and can gain something from it. Because the whole Canning Conversations podcast is really about showing you people that are regular people like all of us that have started something that they enjoy, and how have they got there and the steps to get there, so you can hopefully use that and do that for yourself if you're thinking of kind of breaking out of whatever it is you want to do and try and build and grow something yourself. So it's going to have a bunch of things, so I'm really looking forward to it. Like I say, there'll be more details coming on it in the summer. I just would rather come on this live and then just do a video and just post it. Just try the whole live thing out, like see how it works. Maybe start doing it consistently so you guys see me pop up and pop on, and all those things. So that's really it. Subscription service coming end of summer. Just trying to spend time a bit more wisely based on everything that's happened. You know, if you see this video after when I post it on the feed and you've got thoughts and ideas of what I could do from a football point of view, or even just a podcast point of view, please let me know, because the whole point of it is it's going to be interactive and it's going to be driven by the people that actually want to listen to what I've got to say. And I coached on the football side of things my whole life. I've played the game my whole life, and I'm addicted to it, as I'm sure my girlfriend Holly will tell you. I mean, even if it's not Liverpool, I'm watching every single game, I'm watching highlights, I'm checking up scores, and I just think I've got a different way of being able to talk about the game than what I'm seeing right now on YouTube and things like that, and people that are doing that. I just think I've got a way that no one's doing it right now, and making it more of a personal brand and not boring, just kind of breaking down tactical stuff. So that's really the plan. That's it. I don't want to keep rambling on. I'm actually a little bit nervous doing the live. I don't know why. It's just the same as filming the video, but just knowing people are actually sitting there watching me makes it a little bit different. So if you popped on, if you've listened a little bit and you've tuned in to this, thank you very, very much. What I will be doing as well with it is kind of I want to have music stuff on there. You know, artists that come on to do the podcast. You know, we can maybe drop some music on there for you, like early doors. People can subscribe and get you some money too, and they can get some early exclusive releases. And that's just come to my head right now, but that's probably not a bad idea at all to do it. So if you're one of the music artists that see this that we've done podcasts with, if you reached out to me, that can be something we can talk about. And clothing brands and stuff like that. If you wanna kind of do some merch stuff, I'd love to do that. That's something I'm definitely got an eye on doing. So yeah, I think that about do it. Stick in, Josh, mate, doing a great job. Cheers, Liam, man. I appreciate that. Just trying to stay consistent, mate. Yapping away. But yeah, just gonna let it play out with a little song, just called Poppy by Mac Miller, about him kind of losing his granddad. Just always a song I've kind of listened to, thinking about like kind of losing someone, and obviously going through that, it just hits even harder now. So yeah, if you've listened to it, again, appreciate it. I've probably rambled, I've repeated things a million times. I do that a lot, but thank you very much. It's almost the weekend. Keep getting through your week. Summer's on its way, and yeah, everybody have a good one. All right, I'll let it play out with playing this song. Let's do it. Hopefully everybody can hear a little bit of it. I won't play along, just a minute or so. But I just felt like it fit the vibe of everything that's going on.
Hello, death. It seems that we meet again. You keep taking friends that I'll never see again. I guess they gotta leave, but if we pretend that they never left, well, we gon' see them then. Never leave our heart, never leave our thoughts. As time goes by, they'll never be forgot. Life goes on, though I wish that they was there. Shit like this never gonna seem fair.
Cheers, man. Cheers, good mixtape if no one's listened to it. Surely you have.
From the coldness of violence. And I know you wanna see me go to college, but I'm sorry, I don't think that I'ma make it, because this world is mine for the taking. So when I get famous, they gon' know what your name is, and no one understand what the pain is, and how the blood run on where my veins is. I'd like to thank you, cause you made me a man, told me to never let it go, so I'm taking a stand.
Hopefully you guys can hear the song.
Always in the crowd when I play in the band. Your
here.
grandson is everything I say that I am, and maybe I am a little bit over my head, but I'm feeling so alone, trying to cope with your death, holding my breath, wishing I had one more day, wishing you could be there when I graduate. And it's sad to say that no one in this room understand me. I know you had to leave, so rest in peace, but please can you watch over Nanny, cause she loved you and I love you. All the prayers I'm saying may bug you, but I'm just checking in on what you up to. So
Peace.
how they treating you up there? Too stubborn for a cane, way too